This is Radio TV Phono Nut, and what we have here is an Amtel 12-inch black and white television. Now, I normally don't do more modern Chinese crap, but I'll show you why I made an exception in this case. As you can see here, this is an Amtel 12-inch black and white TV. And it has such wonderful features as AC, DC power, use it anywhere, automatic gain control to improve picture quality, external antenna input, and a 12-volt car or boat adapter included. And we can see here that it cost $39.99 whenever it was new, and that's about what I remember the later black and white TVs costing in the early 90s. The ones I remember were branded Action, and they were indeed $39.95 in a black plastic cabinet made in China and ran off of a 12-volt wall wart. And yes, as you might expect, they were very cheaply made, but they worked. The biggest complaint I had against them was the cheap, brittle plastic channel selector knobs that always seem to break. Alright, let's open this up and see what we've got. This is not a new old stock TV. I can tell that someone has had it out of the box, but it's still in good shape. And obviously one of the styrofoam pieces is missing. Alright, here's our instruction manual and our DC power cord. Doesn't look like it's ever been opened. Here's our 12-volt wall wart power supply. And here's the television. As you can see, it's in a white plastic cabinet. Looks to be in good shape. Has the standard VHF and UHF tuning knobs and an off-on volume control. On the back, looks pretty standard. Only thing different is we have standard 300 ohm UHF input and a 75 ohm coax input, which you don't see on these types of TVs very often, but it's some kind of weird European type plug. I'm going to have to get an adapter where I can connect a standard coax cable to it, and I think a wire was supposed to come out of here that connected to this antenna that plugged into here to use this antenna, but I don't see that. Of course, it really doesn't matter, because with everything being digital now, you're going to need a digital converter box to use this anyway. Now, let me show you why I decided to obtain this. Look at the date there, September 1998. Now, that's got to be about the end of the line for 12-inch black and white TVs with rotary tuners. In fact, I wasn't even aware that they were still making these that late. I'm thinking around 94 or 95 was the latest one I saw, and it was one of the little black plastic Action branded TVs like I mentioned earlier. Now, one thing some people have asked me, and the question has come up over the years, when did they stop making TVs for the United States market with this type of rotary tuner? Well, for the most part, they went away in '93, and here's why. In '93 is when the Congress passed a closed caption mandate stating that all TVs with a screen 13 inches and above had to have a built-in closed caption decoder. And since by that time mechanical tuners were sort of on their way out anyway, manufacturers just mostly discontinued them because it was just easier for them to build a closed captioning decoder into the microprocessor to operate the TV anyway. So that was pretty much the end of mechanically tuned TVs in the United States. However, the black and white televisions, such as this one, kept them for a few more years, obviously at least until '98, because that's when this set was made. And how they got around the closed caption mandate is because the screen is 12 inches, 1 inch under the limit. So this TV here doesn't have to have a closed caption decoder. Alright, let's get a screwdriver and open this thing up and see how Chinese-y it is on the inside. Okay, there's the chassis. As you can tell, not much to it. It's also very clean, which tells me this set has had virtually no use. I'm surprised to see TO3 cased devices in this set, as new as it is. That's our horizontal output transistor there. And over here we have a voltage regulator. And yeah, everything looks pretty clean, but while I think I have it apart, I'm going to squirt all the controls and the tuner with contact cleaner. I noticed the volume control's kind of stiff, so maybe that'll loosen it up a bit. Okay, let's see what happens. Well, we have screen illumination. It's not very bright. Find the brightness and contrast controls on the back. There we go. Let's find a signal now and see if we can get a picture on it. Right here we are playing, but the picture is not that clear, and that's because of this rigged up mess I'm having to use to feed it a signal, but at least we know it works. This is one thing I don't like about all this digital crap, is in the old days you could just turn it on and pick up a signal out of the air, but now we have to have all this connected to make it work.
Kind of medication? No. 4:30 this morning.
Yeah, a little bit of the 1970s TV show, Emergency here. This is about the only channel on TV worth watching. Okay, here we are back together, and I mean the chances of me ever using this is slim. It's just a novelty item. And concerning later model black and white TVs, there were some 12-inch sets made even later than this for prison use that were in clear plastic cabinets, so inmates couldn't smuggle anything inside of them. And those particular models actually have electronic tuning and on-screen display. I'd like to find one, but I'm not paying the eBay asking prices for one. If I could find one for $5 or $10, and maybe so, but not $69.95 plus $40 shipping. And I'll end this video by saying a message to my friend who's been sending me talking book records. I've received the 3 packages that you've sent me over the past month, and I thank you very much for that. My email's been acting crazy, and I'm going to have to do something about that in the near future. It's the reason you haven't heard from me, but I just wanted to let you know that I did receive the stuff, and it's very much appreciated, and I'm still in one piece. Alright, there you go. Thanks for watching, and we should get back to something more vintage later.